This 39 Dunedin News Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on 39 Dunedin News, having a whale of a time, but the Department of Conservation is warning residents not to get too close. Hundreds march in an effort to dispel the stigma around suicide and promote the work of a local trust. And the hard work of those behind the scenes results in a strong turnout for an Otago Championship. Good evening, Dunedin. I'm Rebecca Dupree. The sight of whales off the Dunedin coast has residents and social media abuzz, but the Department of Conservation is recommending caution. DOC says it appears to be the same two whales which were frolicking last week, prompting paddleboarders to get too close.
Southern right whales, right on cue. Department of Conservation Coastal Biodiversity Ranger Jim Fife is as pleased as anyone to see southern right whales returning. And he remembers why they're called the right whale.
These are southern right whales, a rare whale that we have here in our southern waters, and they're called the right whales because they were the right whales to hunt for the hunters that came out chasing the whales in the early 1800s.
Fife says the whales are attracted to the Otago coast at this time of the year for two main reasons.
In the winter months, they come inshore to get into the relatively sheltered waters in the lee of the land for breeding and calving. So this is the time of year that we can expect to see them coming inshore.
After the shenanigans last week, when a couple of paddleboarders went and touched the pair, Jim Fife is pleading with the public to look, but don't touch.
Like for a lot of our wildlife, really it's about giving them space, about respecting them as a wild animal. And for the whales, at least 50 metres if you're on the water, and if they've got a calf with them, it's 200 metres.
The Department of Conservation wants to hear from people when whales are spotted, so they can add the sightings to a register. Word of the whale's return quickly spread around the city, drawing many whale chasers to the spot.
I think the whales are magical and we're so fortunate to have them here.
I think they're great. It's lovely to see them. And I was just talking to the ranger and he said it's perfectly normal behaviour and this is what they used to do all the time.
I think it's pretty special that we're privileged to get so close to them, or they come so close to the bottom of the cliffs.
I think it's a good thing to conserve them and to have great love and sympathy for them.
I think they're amazing and majestic, and it's a privilege to have them on our coastline.
People from all walks of life took up vantage points around Second Beach at St Clair, just to catch a glimpse of the southern right whales. Daryl Baser, 39 Dunedin News.
Dunedin police have charged two local men following the theft and arson of a vehicle in the city on Friday night. The men are also alleged to have been involved in two petrol drive-offs in Dunedin and Gore. The duo, both aged 18, appeared in the Dunedin District Court today. Police are thanking the public who notified them that a car was on fire and that two men were acting suspiciously in the area. The pair faced a range of charges including theft, arson, stealing a motor vehicle and unlawfully getting into a motor vehicle. More than 300 people made the journey from George Street to the Octagon to break the stigma surrounding suicide. The Life Matters Suicide Prevention Trust wants to highlight the work it does to support and educate the community. And the Hope Walk is an opportunity to gather and take in the positive message.
Breaking the silence. The Hope Walk is organised by the Life Matters Suicide Prevention Trust, and the yellow balloons and bright clothing help give off a cheerful vibe. The group aims to support people in crisis and let them know there's always someone there to help.
Our message today is to find connection, to connect, to talk, to find someone. There's always someone out there that wants to hold your hand through a dark moment. We are all there for you. We're a community and we have hope that we can get to zero suicide.
For many of those taking part in the walk, suicide has touched their lives in some way, but despite that, the feeling was one of hope.
So for me, I was in tears quite a few times, but mainly it was cheerful. Everybody has that hope that is so important for us.
Suicide statistics in New Zealand are high. Last year, 567 people took their own lives, a number that's nearly double those killed in car crashes in this country.
Out of those, 75% are men, and out of all those, the majority are Maori. So these are the people that are in more risk, and therefore they are the ones that we need to pay more attention to.
A street appeal raised $2,000, and that all goes towards helping the organisation continue to support people in need and for others to attend bereavement groups. The Trust would like everyone to remember it's okay to not be okay, and there is help out there. Dee Karen, 39 Dunedin News.
Dunedin bar managers are being urged to check their certificate or face bearing the cost of retraining. The legislation changed in 2013 and a free bridging test is available online until next month for people who hold older certificates. Alcohol, psychoactive substances and gambling advisor Kevin Meechan says around 200 people in Dunedin may be affected. A bar manager's certificate needs to be renewed every 3 years. The Otago Regional Aerobics Championships attracted a competitive range of contestants over the weekend. A large number of the athletes have now qualified for the Nationals later this year, and it's all thanks to those behind the scenes responsible for an increase in the popularity of the minority sport.
There was plenty of energy and fitness on display at this weekend's Regional Aerobics competition. The New Zealand Federation is strong nationally, with the highest numbers of right here in Otago. Thanks to the help of dedicated volunteers, the event saw large crowds attending the heats.
We're just really lucky that we've got a good bunch of people down here that are prepared to give up so much time to help put this together. That's what's made it so successful.
There are 1,200 competitors across the country, and that's due to a flow-on effect where the athletes are turning to coaching.
For every athlete that turns into a coach, you get more athletes. So, it's growing exponentially, which is great. There are some regions which are shrinking, but Otago, Wellington are definitely on the growth.
The high-energy sport is available in the school curriculum, and the Federation offers resources to support them. It's a fun sport that encourages participation, teamwork and professional development.
So we encourage young athletes to get fit and to stay fit and participate in a competition where they can represent their school.
The criteria judges are looking at includes sequencing and complexity, technique and artistic interpretation. For the qualifying competitors, it's now time to get ready for the Nationals being held in Dunedin in September. Dee Karen, 39 Dunedin News.
Still to come on 39 Dunedin News, we chat with an outgoing city councillor and local Pakistanis celebrate their independence.
So August is our winter sale month, up to 50% off. This winter hasn't been cold enough until now, but we have to get rid of all this stock. We've got all these jackets. Also to keep you warm and me happy, at 50% off, we've got all this knitwear. For all of August, we've got great savings on moleskins and jeans. Plus we've got all these warm shirts, look at them all, from $50.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
First in, best dressed.
You can make a difference for the SPCA this Cupcake Day. It's the sweetest way to help animals in need. For more details, go to spcacupcakeday.co.nz.
Mobility Solutions Centre Dunedin provides products to improve your independence, comfort and safety. Contact the team at 4777 195 or visit mobilitysolutioncentre.co.nz.
Driving Miss Daisy is a safe, friendly and reliable companion driving service.
Hello Jane, where are we off to today?
We form genuine friendships with our clients and help them to remain independent. Thousands of Driving Miss Daisy clients and their families love our caring, affordable service. Call us today for a quote on 0800 948 432 or visit drivingmissdaisy.co.nz. Driving Miss Daisy for the gift of independence.
Wooltech have the experience and the expertise to supply a wide range of high-quality New Zealand-made products and can manufacture customised products to meet your individual requirements. Wooltech, great people, great products, great service.
We need your help to rebuild our animal centre urgently. Please give a little today.
Thinking of services for older people? Think Enliven. Enliven is a service philosophy where people come first. Enliven is about choice, activity, relationships, respect and security. You can enliven your health, your friendships, your life, no matter what your age. For more information, go to psotago.org.nz or call 4777 115.
When someone is affected by cancer, the Cancer Society is here to help. Please give generously this Daffodil Day. With your help, there is hope.
Dunedin's got an immensely rich artistic lineage.
It's brightening a wall which would otherwise go unnoticed.
The work seems to have another life when they start to interact.
Welcome back. New Zealand Cricket and the New Zealand Cricket Players Association have agreed that women's cricketers will be paid more. A new 3-year memorandum of understanding will see 15 of the country's best women cricketers offered annual retainers ranging in value from $20,000 to $34,000. Previously, only the top 10 players received contracts worth more than $10,000. The New Zealand Cricket Association says paying our best women's players more fits in well with the organisation's commitment towards inclusivity and diversity. And on that note, let's take a look at today's financials. The NZX 50 has closed the day up 25 points. It's now at 7,388. The Nikkei is down 50 points. To the exchange rates, and the Kiwi dollar starts the week down against the major currencies we follow. Nominations in the local body elections closed at noon on Friday, with a host of people putting their hands up at the last minute. One 2-term councillor who chose not to put her hand up is Ginty McTavish, and she joins me now. Good evening.
Good evening.
Why aren't you standing again?
Well, I guess it's just a life phase thing for me. I'm 31, I was 25 when I was elected, and I figure that, if I'm going to go and do some other things in my life, now is probably a good opportunity to do so, yeah.
Now, the word on the street is that your decision came down to the wire. Was it a difficult one to make?
It was so hard, yeah. I mean, I love the city. I'm so proud of where we're headed as a city. I'm really excited by a lot of the projects that are going on, and I love the team that I'm working with. So all of those things were screaming at me, stay and put your head in the ring again. But it's a life phase thing, and there was always going to be regrets one way or the other.
What do you feel that you've achieved in your 2 terms?
I mean, it's a big question, and the answer, I think, is a big answer. We haven't had a lot of financial capacity to invest in the city. There were some very well documented big picture projects that were done just before I came on council. So what we've done is we've used 6 years to really work with the community to decide on a vision for the city, a long-term strategic framework, and that looks right across our environmental well-being right through to our economic well-being, social and cultural in the mix. And what it does is provides a really neat framework for all of our decisions so that they're cohesive, they're coordinated, the city knows what they're going to expect in the decisions that the council makes. So that's the work that I'm most proud of. Sounds boring, but it's critical.
Now, it does appear that at times you found the rigours of politics a bit emotional. Has it been taxing?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think if you're not passionate about the role, you shouldn't be doing it, frankly. If you haven't got a positive vision for the city, and this is what I'd say to your listeners, is, you know, vote for positive candidates. Don't vote for negative candidates. The city needs positive leadership, and that's where we need to be emphasising things. I struggle sometimes with, you know, if you had a male candidate here, I'm not sure you'd be asking them whether or not they found it emotional. I think being a woman in politics, you tend to bring your passions to the table, and they're exhibited differently to men. But I think, yeah, we've still got a wee way to go before the culture around that is conducive to women wanting to put up their hand for politics.
Tell us about some of your fond memories that you'll take away with you.
Oh, so many fond memories. I mean, I think one of the things which I'm most proud of, the moment that council was really put on the map, or Dunedin was put on the map, was when we adopted a socially responsible investment policy for the city that guides how we invest our money. And yeah, I mean, I think really that got world news, and I was invited to Seoul to talk about it, you know, so that other cities could follow suit. So I think, you know, Dunedin, increasingly we are courageous, we are progressive, our community is a caring global community, and that's something I think we can be really proud of.
And it's been mentioned in other media that you might be off to greener pastures. Do you actually have another job lined up?
I don't have another job at this point. I'm pretty keen to do some outdoor sort of physical work for a while. I think when you're 31, you've kind of the prime of your life in terms of your ability to do physical stuff, and sitting in meetings for the last 6 years, I haven't been able to do much of that. So this summer will be all about getting active.
Are you leaving with the door open or closed to re-entering local politics?
Yeah. Always open. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm passionate about local government. I'm passionate about Dunedin, and this is home. You know, I'm not going anywhere in the long term. Yeah, I'll be back.
Do you think there might be a bid for national politics at some point in the future?
No, no, not at this stage. I think, yeah, Dunedin is home, and I can't even envisage trying to get your head around the issues at a national level. It's hard enough in Dunedin.
Outgoing City Councillor Ginty McTavish, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
After the break on 39 Dunedin News, local Pakistanis celebrate Independence Day, and we'll take a look at the link between bubbles and cystic fibrosis.
Dunedin's got an immensely rich artistic lineage.
It's brightening a wall which would otherwise go unnoticed.
The work seems to have another life when, you know, they start to interact.
You can make a difference for the SPCA this Cupcake Day. It's the sweetest way to help animals in need. For more details, go to spcacupcakeday.co.nz.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Driving Miss Daisy is a safe, friendly and reliable companion driving service.
Hello Jean, where are we off to today?
We form genuine friendships with our clients and help them to remain independent. Thousands of Driving Miss Daisy clients and their families love our caring, affordable service. Call us today for a quote on 0800 948 432 or visit drivingmissdaisy.co.nz. Driving Miss Daisy, for the gift of independence.
Pregnant? Need to talk? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pregnancy counselling services are here to help. It's free, it's confidential. Call us now on 0800 773 462.
We're at 25 Moreau Place at Dog with Towers Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Mobility Solutions Centre Dunedin provides products to improve your independence, comfort and safety. Contact the team at 4777 195 or visit mobilitysolutioncentre.co.nz.
So August is our winter sale month, up to 50% off. This winter hasn't been cold enough until now, but we have to get rid of all this stock. We've got all these jackets. Also to keep you warm and me happy, at 50% off, we've got all this knitwear. For all of August, we've got great savings on moleskins and jeans. Plus we've got all these warm shirts, look at them all, from $50.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
First in, best dressed.
We need your help to rebuild our animal centre urgently. Please give a little today.
When someone is affected by cancer, the Cancer Society is here to help. Please give generously this daffodil day. With your help, there is hope.
Tune in on Thursday for Motorsport Night on Dunedin Television.
Welcome back. Changing perceptions was just one goal of the Pakistan Independence Day celebrations held at the weekend. The event also provided an opportunity for Pakistanis to come together and show respect for their many differences.
Preparing to celebrate the 69th anniversary of the birth of Pakistan, a land of different cultures, religions and beliefs. The Otago University Pakistani Students Association want to change perceptions within society about the people of that country.
We just want to tell everyone that we are loving, caring and friendly people, and we like peace in the whole world as everyone does.
In Dunedin, there are around 50 members of the Pakistani community who celebrate all of the national festivals together.
But indeed we have a very supportive community here, and we do support each other in ups and downs.
The group's celebrations included dance performances from different cultures within the country.
By representing different cultures, we mean that we respect each other, and together we are just one as a nation. We are Pakistanis.
Everyone took part in the celebrations, reinforcing their message of peace. D. Karen, 39 Dunedin News.
Big bubbles were blowing across the lawn outside the Dunedin railway station on Saturday. The event kicked off Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Week. Organisers say the bubbles are a symbol for sufferers, and it helps them to explain how they feel with every breath they take.
This is what 120 litres of bubble mix looks like, blowing away in the wind. Bringing awareness to the community about cystic fibrosis, bubbles are one way to help show how lungs are affected. For sufferers, it's too hard to even blow a tiny bubble because their lungs are affected with the disease.
People with severe cystic fibrosis would describe it as breathing through a straw all the time, and eventually when the lung damage gets bad enough, really a transplant is the only option.
The organisation helps families out with funding for firewood and electricity to make sure their homes are warm and healthy over winter, and they provide access to necessary equipment.
Common things that we would provide funding for are things like nebulizers, which are used to inhale medicine for cystic fibrosis. The medicine's often provided by the government, but not the inhalers themselves.
The organisation gets help from charitable trusts, but the Awareness Week is an important part of the year.
Our main funding source is the collection that we'll run during the week. So we have 2 days of collection, and that will provide pretty much 80 to 90% of the funding throughout the year.
The bubble mix may have run out eventually, but the aim of the day was to get together and have fun. And with the biggest crowd to date, there was plenty of that on supply. Dee Karen, 39 Dunedin News.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on 39 Dunedin News. To southern right, whales were seen frolicking off the coast of St Clair this afternoon, entertaining a crowd of beachgoers but prompting warnings from dog. Hundreds of people took part in the Hope Walk over the weekend, marching with the hope of breaking the silence surrounding suicide. And the Otago Regional Aerobics Championships attracted a large group of contestants who will now represent the region at a national level. Well, it's time now to find out what's going to be in Tuesday's Otago Daily Times, and editor Barry Stewart joins us. Good evening.
Hello, Rebecca. A talented young Dunedin photographer has died after an accident at Shag Point at the weekend. West's, the soft drink company, they're in a dispute with over their liquor licence. The owners have hit out quite strongly about the action taken, so read that story in the paper tomorrow. The two Dunedin women who won $300,000 in the TV reality show The Block, they tell us how they're going to spend their money. Lucky them. Dunedin Cabinet Minister has taken a no-nonsense approach to what he describes as a redneck on his Facebook site, so read about that. We have lots of Olympics coverage. Usain Bolt, 9.8 seconds, bang. So that was pretty sensational. Did you watch that?
I saw the preliminary for that.
You had to be quick.
Yeah, he was pretty quick.
Yeah. And Signal, of course, their entertainment and TV guide.
That's all on tomorrow's ODT. Thanks,
Yes.
Barry.
Thank you.
Time now for local weather.
This 39 Dunedin News weather update proudly brought to you in association with Silverhorn's Emu Oil.
And here is our city view. It's taken of a statue down by the wharf. Around the city at 3 o'clock, 15 degrees for the central city and 17 for the gardens and the Tyree. To the situation, and a weak ridge of high pressure will move over New Zealand tomorrow, and from Wednesday pressures will remain high as an anticyclone builds in the Pacific. Around the region tomorrow, fine weather with westerlies for Invercargill and Te Anau, and a fine day awaits both Gore and Alexandra on 13 degrees. And it's fine weather for Queenstown, Oamaru, Wanaka and Twizel, and highs of around 11 or 12 degrees. In Dunedin tonight remaining fine but frosty with an overnight low of -1. Tomorrow and Wednesday fine and sunny with light nor'easters, a high of 11 for Tuesday and 12 for Wednesday. And to the Otago Pallet Fires tidal and fishing information, low tide tomorrow morning is at 8:30, high tide follows at 2:10. And fishing conditions look reasonable tomorrow morning at around 10:30. And that's all from the team here at 39 Dunedin News for Monday. I'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
This 39 Dunedin News Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.